Okay, do this again, get it going. All praise to Yahweh by Shem Shah. Double honor to the apostles and the brother, speaking truth from around the world. Shalom. Lesson about Jacob should be saved out of it, of Jacob's trouble. What's going on? Because Jacob's trouble is here. We know it's here, and it's gonna be a lot of tribulation going on. Jacob's trouble. We gonna be the target for the child of Israel, So people's gonna be. But let's go. Gotta warn our peoples. Because, man, Jacob's trouble is here. Proverbs chapter 1 and 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Right? So, the fear of the Lord. You gotta fear the Lord. Because if it come that time, we're gonna save you and be there for you. When Jacob's trouble come, you gotta go against the guillotine and all the martial law, all the things that's coming. Because you don't know how things gonna be like when that time come. What's going to come to pass. Man, it's gonna be something that they never had nation been together. It's gonna be so much going on. And it's just gonna be a lot of chaos and killing and all kind of stuff. Our temptation. Let's read this Proverbs chapter 1 and 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and destruction. Right. We'll read verse 8. My son, hear the instruction of the father, and forsake not the law of thy mother. All right. We all need instruction to do things in life, how to do things right, and especially to please the Most High and His Son. Because we all need, because we coming to time, when it's getting close. They finna come kill His peoples and Judah and all the 12 tribes, Judah and all the Coastal Mexicans and Coastal Indians. They coming to, and all His 12 peoples. It's finna come to our temptation, and we getting there, and it's already here though. But it's finna get worse. Let me just again, Proverbs chapter 1 and 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but the fool despise wisdom and instruction. Right. You got the servants and prophets out there warning the peoples, repent, move away from Babylon, because this going to destroy you. Read 23. Proverbs chapter 1:23. Turn at my reproach, behold, I pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known of my words unto you, because I have called you, and you refuse. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regard. Verse 25. But I have set none of my counsels, and will none of my reproach. 26. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear come. Right, when your fear come, Jacob's trouble and all things coming. It's already here. And 27. Would your fear come as desolate, and your destruction come as a whirlwind when distress and anger is coming upon you. 28. They call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they should not find me. You're right. So seek Him early when His service and promises out there. You've been warned. Because Jacob's trouble is here. It's coming a time. It's going to be a time. It's going to happen. And it's going to come like a flood, and you're going to be put your pants down, and it's going to, man. 28, that call me upon me, but I would not answer. They should seek me early, but they should not find me. 29, for they hated knowledge, and they did not choose to fear the Lord. They did not choose to fear the Lord. We read that. That's the beginning of knowledge. What did we read? 30, with none of my counsel, and none of despise all my reproach. 31, therefore should they eat the fruit of their own ways, and be filled with their own device. 32, for they turn away, and the proverb is like it. Prosper of their fool should destroy them. I always mispronounce that word before. Making sure. Okay, we gonna let's see. I should start over again. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna start over again. Yeah,
Prosperity.
yeah, no, prosperity, wealth,
Wealth.
success,
Success.
successful. A long period of prosperity, a state of being prosperity, right? It's prosperity, prosperity of wealth and success. So let me get it again. For they turn away of the simple and shall slang them, and the prosperity of the fool shall destroy them. But who hearken unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet for fear of evil. Right? So if you come hearken unto the Most High, and His servants the prophets to warn you, and you hearken unto Him, He say, but who hearken unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil. Right. Let's move on. Let's go to Isaiah 55 and 6. Isaiah 55 and 6. Seek the Lord while he may be found, call upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his ways, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. Let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are my ways, said the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. Right? Seek him while he may be found, while he's, because he's getting there. Job chapter 36. What do we got? All right. I hit that. No, Job chapter 36 and 12. But if they obey not, they shall perish by the sword, and they shall die without knowledge. Right. Man, we did it again. Job chapter 36 and 12. But if they obey not, they shall perish by the sword, and shall die without knowledge of this truth. Obey not. I'm going to go to Daniel. There are two more scriptures anyway. Show verse. Daniel chapter 12 and 10. Many should be purified and made white and tried, and but the wicked should do wicked, and none of the wicked should understand, but the wise should understand. Right? We did it again. Daniel chapter 12 and 10. Many should be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked should do wicked, and none of the wicked should understand, but the wise should understand. Right? The wise gonna understand not to go out there and protest out there and do all that stuff, because the stuff you doing out there, looting and stealing, they watching you. But they're Matthew 21, 24, 21. For there shall be great tribulation, sure as was not seen the beginning of the world, to this time no ever shall be great tribulation. We'll go to Matthew 24, 21. For there shall be great tribulation, sure as it was not seen at the beginning of the world, to this time no shall ever shall be great tribulation. Jacob's trouble, our temptation. Now we're going to read one on and watch the video here. Jeremiah 7 and 1. No, Jeremiah chapter 7. Alas, for this day is great, so there is none like it. It ever the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Jacob's trouble, he should be saved out of. We get again. Alas, for this day is great, so that none is like it. It is even time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Jacob's trouble, our temptation. Jacob's trouble. Still lost them, but we'll see where they go.
I don't know if you have access to a television right now. You're looking at what we're seeing.
I can see the images.
Yeah, on the right is Long Beach, looting there. On the left is Santa Monica, where there is also looting. A Vons in Santa Monica, and we don't know what the business is here in Long Beach, but we've been seeing that all afternoon. As someone who is an advocate for business owners, large and small, how does this make you feel personally to see this?
Well, personally, obviously, it's very disturbing. But let me just say, first and foremost, the Los Angeles Area Chamber of Commerce supports the right for peaceful protest. And this tragic death of Mr. George Floyd just shows the injustices that we face. But let's not confuse vandalism with peaceful demonstrations for systematic change.
Okay,
These are disturbing images.
We're going to have to interrupt you there. We have a camera down there in Long Beach. We're not sure what the business is that was being looted, but the police showed up. They've got tear gas, less than lethal weapons. A bunch. You see all the
there was a
folks just
crush
flying.
of people flying out of this store, banging into the law enforcement. It really, the law enforcement, they were taken by surprise by everybody just dashing out, dashing around. I didn't see one person taken into custody.
No, but now at least they've got the store cleared, and they're standing guard outside the. There might be some. There's people inside still, and like they're trying to bust out through the boarded up, through the boards. Is that what that is?
I think that's exactly what it is. They're trying to get out, and those.
Look at that. Look at that. This is bizarre.
It's unreal. Look at those glass, those windows. People
They're trying to escape.
They're trying to escape. They might be taking it.
Look at that.
Look at this.
This is insane. I cannot believe what I'm looking at. I don't know if there are officers inside the store trying to apprehend people, but there are officers that stood there outside the store as people fled. These are folks trying to flee. Look at that, still grabbing it. You know, now 50 feet away, not even from that, this guy that just grabbed up all those clothes, there's where these officers are. They're not arresting anybody at this point. And who are these people standing in between the looters and the police?
Now everyone's trying to take the plywood off.
Wow.
Those were
I've never seen that before.
Images.
Never seen that before.
Hearing that noise, at first you thought it was the non-lethal bullets at first, until you could tell it's knocking. Unreal.
Breaking news tonight, rage across America. Protesters out today over the killing of George Floyd after a night of nationwide violence. Parts of Atlanta trashed, Minneapolis set on fire. Clashes with police in cities big and small. Businesses destroyed. The protesters outside the White House right now. On alert, the Pentagon readying the military to go into Minneapolis if needed.
We can have troops on the ground very quickly.
The entire National Guard there called up for the first time ever. New curfews set for tonight as cities brace for the worst. Agents of chaos. Who is turning the protests violent?
Far-left extremist groups using Antifa-like tactics.
The new plan to crack down.
My fellow Americans, my first and highest duty as president is to defend our great country and the American people. I swore an oath to uphold the laws of our nation, and that is exactly what I will do. All Americans were rightly sickened and revolted by the brutal death of George Floyd. My administration is fully committed that for George and his family, justice will be served. He will not have died in vain. But we cannot allow the righteous cries and peaceful protesters to be drowned out by an angry mob. The biggest victims of the rioting are peace-loving citizens in our poorest communities. And as their president, I will fight to keep them safe. I will fight to protect you. I am your president of law and order and an ally of all peaceful protesters. But in recent days, our nation has been gripped by professional anarchists, violent mobs, arsonists, looters, criminals, rioters, Antifa, and others. A number of state and local governments have failed to take necessary action to safeguard their residents. Innocent people have been savagely beaten, like the young man in Dallas, Texas, who was left dying on the street, or the woman in upstate New York viciously attacked by dangerous thugs. Small business owners have seen their dreams utterly destroyed. New York's finest have been hit in the face with bricks. Brave nurses who have battled the virus are afraid to leave their homes. A police precinct has been overrun here in the nation's capital. The Lincoln Memorial and the World War II Memorial have been vandalized. One of our most historic churches was set ablaze. A federal officer in California, an African-American enforcement hero, was shot and killed. These are not acts of peaceful protest. These are acts of domestic terror. The destruction of innocent life and the spilling of innocent blood is an offense to humanity and a crime against God. America needs creation, not destruction. Cooperation, not contempt. Security, not anarchy. Healing, not hatred. Justice, not chaos. This is our mission, and we will succeed. 100%, we will succeed. Our country always wins. That is why I am taking immediate presidential action to stop the violence and restore security and safety in America. I am mobilizing all available federal resources, civilian and military, to stop the rioting and looting, to end the destruction and arson, and to protect the rights of law-abiding Americans, including your Second Amendment rights. Therefore, the following measures are going into effect immediately. First, we are ending the riots and lawlessness that has spread throughout our country. We will end it now. Today, I have strongly recommended to every governor to deploy the National Guard in sufficient numbers that we dominate the streets. Mayors and governors must establish an overwhelming law enforcement presence until the violence has been quelled. If a city or state refuses to take the actions that are necessary to defend the life and property of their residents, then I will deploy the United States military and quickly solve the problem for them.
This is the definition of martial law. Definition 1, the law applied in occupying territory by the military authorities of the occupying power. Definition 2, the law administered by military forces that is invoked by a government in an emergency when the civilian law enforcement agencies are unable to maintain public order and safety. Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai, 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 Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kokodash, Barakathum. To all you sincere Akim out there that's preaching this word in sincerity and the truth, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. You know, in today's lesson, I'm going to get into the times that we in. You know, we in very serious times. You know, times of prophecy. As Elder Apostle Tahar coined this year, the year of prophecy, you can clearly see prophecy is speaking. As you've seen the videos that started off this lesson, Jake has lost their fucking mind. Whether it be set up, whether it be agent provocateurs in there starting these riots, starting this looting, Jake, 2/3 of our people, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, the Israelites, the true Israelites the Bible speaks of, 2/3 of you are following after this man's hand. This man I'm talking about is Esau, the so-called white man, because he's setting this thing up. He's setting this up for martial law.
All right, let it go. As you see here, Jacob's trouble. Jacob should be saved out of it. You know, Jacob's trouble. But I'm going to let it go. All praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua. Double honor to the apostles and the brother speaking to you from around the world. Shalom.